You're lying there, wide awake. The clock glows 3:00 a.m., 3:15, 3:30. Maybe it's not 3 a.m. exactly, but it's that frustrating, consistent middle-of-the-night awakening that leaves you staring at the ceiling, wondering if you'll ever get back to sleep. You might feel a mix of frustration, anxiety, and a deep, bone-weary tiredness even before your day has truly begun. It's a common experience, especially as we get a little older, and it can feel like a mystery, a cruel trick of nature. But what if I told you the answer to why you keep waking up at this ungodly hour isn't as mysterious as you think? What if it's tied to some surprisingly simple things you do, or don't do? Every single day, the truth might actually shock you. Not because it's complicated, but because it's often right under our noses, easy to overlook. In this video, we're going to uncover several common, often overlooked reasons why this happens. And more importantly, share simple, practical steps you can take to reclaim your sleep. Steps that might truly surprise you. Watch to the end for something that will transform your nights and your overall well-being. So, let's dive into some of the less obvious culprits behind those disruptive 3 a.m. wake-up calls. The first one we need to talk about is a real hidden saboteur, and it has everything to do with your blood sugar. Now, you might not think of your blood sugar levels as directly impacting your sleep, but they play a crucial role, especially in the wee hours of the morning. Imagine your body like a finely tuned engine. It needs a steady supply of fuel to keep running smoothly. If your blood sugar levels take a nosedive in the middle of the night, your body perceives this as an emergency. It's trying to prevent you from going into a hypoglycemic state. To counteract this perceived threat, your adrenal glands kick into high gear, releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are your body's natural alarm system, designed to wake you up and get you moving in a crisis. But when they're triggered by a blood sugar dip, they simply jolt you awake. Heart racing, mind suddenly alert, perhaps even feeling a touch of anxiety. Right there at 3 a.m. It's your body's internal emergency broadcast, telling you it needs fuel. This often happens because of what, or when, you ate your last meal, particularly your dinner or any late-night snacks. If your evening meal was heavy on refined carbohydrates, think white bread, pasta, sugary desserts, or even a large portion of starchy vegetables without enough protein or healthy fats, your blood sugar might spike quickly and then crash dramatically a few hours later. Setting the stage for that midnight jolt. The simple solution here isn't to starve yourself before bed, but to focus on a balanced dinner. Think about including lean protein, a piece of fish, chicken, or lentils, alongside plenty of non-starchy vegetables and a small serving of healthy fats, like avocado or olive oil. This combination helps stabilize your blood sugar, releasing energy slowly throughout the night, preventing those sudden drops. For example, instead of a big bowl of pasta, try baked salmon with roasted broccoli and a side salad. If you absolutely need a snack before bed, make it something that won't spike your blood sugar, like a handful of almonds, a small piece of cheese, or some plain Greek yogurt. These foods provide a steady release of nutrients, keeping that internal alarm system quiet. It's a subtle shift, but one that can make a profound difference in the quiet consistency of your sleep. Now, let's smoothly transition to another very common and often frustrating reason for those middle-of-the-night awakenings: the bladder's bedtime blues. You might chuckle and say, well, I just need to go to the bathroom. And while that's certainly true, there's often more to it than just getting older and needing to pee more often. This phenomenon, known as nocturia, impacts a significant number of people over 60, but it's not always just about fluid intake. Sometimes, it's about when you're drinking those fluids, and even what kinds of fluids. Think about your evening routine. Are you sipping water, tea, or even a glass of wine right up until you climb into bed? Many people are. While staying hydrated is incredibly important for your overall health, Timing is everything when it comes to nighttime urination. Our kidneys are typically less active at night, producing less urine. But if you're continuously topping up your fluid levels close to bedtime, your bladder simply won't be able to hold it all for a full 8 hours. A practical step here is to front-load your hydration throughout the day. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water during the morning and afternoon, and then gradually reduce your fluid intake as evening approaches. Aim to cut off significant fluid consumption at least 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep. So, if your bedtime is 10 p.m., try to have your last big drink by 7 p.m. And speaking of drinks, certain beverages are diuretics, meaning they make you produce more urine. Alcohol and caffeinated drinks, like coffee or some teas, fall into this category. Even a seemingly innocent evening cup of herbal tea can contribute if you're drinking large volumes. If you enjoy a glass of wine with dinner, try to have it earlier in the evening, and be mindful of how much you're consuming. Another surprising twist to the bladder story is that sometimes, ironically, dehydration can contribute to restless sleep and even more frequent bathroom trips. When your body is dehydrated, your urine becomes more concentrated, which can irritate the bladder lining and make you feel the urge to go more often. So, it's a fine balance. Stay well hydrated during the day, but be smart about your evening fluid cutoff. Beyond fluids, consider underlying health conditions. Conditions like an enlarged prostate in men, overactive bladder, or even certain medications can increase nighttime urination. If you've tried adjusting your fluid intake and are still making multiple trips to the bathroom each night, it's always a good idea to have a chat with your doctor. They can rule out or address any medical issues that might be contributing to your nocturia. It's not just an inconvenience. It can severely disrupt your sleep quality and overall health. Addressing these points, from timing your drinks to considering medical factors, is a significant step towards a more uninterrupted night. Now that we've explored the subtle impacts of blood sugar and bladder habits on your sleep, let's talk about something incredibly pervasive in our modern lives that's secretly sabotaging your nights: the blue light betrayal and your evening ritual. We live in a world bathed in artificial light, especially from our screens. Think about it: our phones, tablets, computers, and even our televisions emit a type of light known as blue light. While blue light is great during the day for keeping us alert and boosting our mood, it's a nightmare for your sleep when introduced too close to bedtime. Why? Because blue light actively suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone your brain releases to signal to your body that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. Your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, relies heavily on light cues. Bright light in the morning tells your body to wake up, and darkness in the evening tells it to produce melatonin and prepare for sleep. When you're scrolling through social media, watching a show, or reading on an e-reader in bed, you're essentially flooding your brain with daytime signals, telling it to stay awake and alert, even when it's late at night. This isn't just about feeling awake. It directly interferes with the natural processes that prepare you for a restful night. The solution here isn't to throw out all your electronics, but to establish a clear digital curfew. Aim to power down all screens at least 1 to 2 hours before you plan to go to sleep. Instead of staring at a brightly lit screen, shift your evening ritual to something calming and screen-free. This could be reading a physical book under a soft, warm light, listening to a podcast or soothing music, doing some gentle stretches, or even just having a quiet conversation with a loved one. Dim the lights in your home as evening progresses to help signal to your body that night is falling. Consider using warm-toned bulbs or adding lamps with dimmer switches. Some people find success with blue light blocking glasses, which can filter out some of the harmful light if you absolutely must be on a screen in the evening. But truly unplugging is always the best option. Creating a consistent, calming evening routine not only reduces blue light exposure, but also provides a psychological buffer between the busy day and the tranquility of night. It tells your brain it's time to switch gears, to let go of the day's worries, and to prepare for deep rest. This deliberate shift in your evening habits is a powerful step towards eliminating those 3 a.m. wake-ups. Next, let's explore another often overlooked factor deeply connected to those restless nights: your gut's midnight murmurs. It might seem strange to link your digestive system directly to why you wake up at 3 a.m. But the truth is, your gut plays a much larger role in your overall well-being, including your sleep, than many people realize. Think of your gut as your body's second brain, influencing everything from your mood to your energy levels. And yes, even your sleep cycles. When your digestive system is unhappy or working overtime, it can send signals that disrupt your sleep architecture. Eating a large, heavy meal too close to bedtime is a classic culprit. Your body is designed to rest and repair at night, not to be working hard digesting a steak and potatoes at 11 p.m. When you eat a big meal late, your digestive system has to ramp up activity, diverting blood flow and energy, and potentially causing discomfort like indigestion, heartburn, or acid reflux, which can easily rouse you from sleep. Even if you don't feel overt discomfort, your body's energy is being spent on digestion rather than restorative processes. Beyond the timing, the types of food you eat matter. Spicy foods, very fatty meals, or highly acidic foods like tomatoes or citrus can be particularly problematic for some individuals, increasing the likelihood of reflux. Certain foods can also lead to excess gas and bloating, which is uncomfortable enough to wake you up. Think about that late-night pizza or rich dessert. They might taste good going down, but the repercussions can be felt in the middle of the night. A great strategy is to make your evening meal lighter and to eat it earlier. Aim for dinner to be at least 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to bed. This gives your digestive system ample time to process the food before you lie down. Focus on easily digestible foods, lean proteins, cooked vegetables, and smaller portions. Foods rich in fiber are excellent for gut health, but it's best to consume most of them earlier in the day if they tend to cause gas for you. Also, consider the balance of your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your digestive tract. An imbalance, sometimes called dysbiosis, can affect nutrient absorption and even serotonin production, a precursor to melatonin, the sleep hormone. Incorporating probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or kimchi into your daily diet can support a healthier gut, which in turn can contribute to better sleep. Paying attention to these gut signals and adjusting your dietary habits can turn down the volume on those midnight rumblings, allowing your body to settle into the deeper, more restorative sleep it needs. It's a gentle but powerful way to nurture your body for a full night's rest. We've covered quite a journey today, uncovering some truly surprising reasons why you might be waking up at 3 a.m. It's not just about getting older, is it? We began by looking at the hidden sugar roller coaster, how a sudden drop in blood sugar can trigger your body's alarm system, releasing stress hormones that jolt you awake. We then moved on to the bladder's bedtime blues, understanding that it's not just about needing to go, but about the timing and type of fluids you consume, and how even dehydration can play a role. We then exposed the blue light betrayal, showing how the light from our screens disrupts your body's natural melatonin production, keeping you wired when you should be winding down. And finally, we discussed your gut's midnight murmurs, revealing how your digestive system, influenced by what and when you eat, can secretly sabotage your sleep from within. It's easy to feel frustrated when sleep becomes elusive. But what we've talked about today offers a real roadmap. Practical, actionable insights you can start implementing right away. Remember, these aren't isolated issues. They often work together. A balanced dinner helps your blood sugar and eases digestion. An earlier fluid cutoff reduces midnight bathroom trips. Ditching screens before bed supports melatonin production, creating a more cohesive environment for sleep. The beauty of these changes is their simplicity. You don't need expensive gadgets or complicated routines. It's about making small, consistent adjustments to your daily habits, shifting your routines just a little, and being mindful of how your body responds. Think about it. Waking up refreshed and ready for the day isn't just about feeling good. It impacts your energy levels, your mood, your cognitive function, and your overall quality of life. Imagine not having that dragging, groggy feeling anymore. Imagine waking up naturally, feeling truly rested, ready to embrace the day ahead. That's the power of understanding these underlying factors and making these gentle shifts. You are in control of so much more than you realize. You are not alone in experiencing these middle-of-the-night awakenings. And more importantly, you have the power to change them. Start with just one of these suggestions that resonated most with you. Perhaps it's cutting off fluids earlier, or making your evening meal a little lighter. Maybe it's committing to putting down your phone an hour before bed. Consistency, not perfection, is the key. Even small steps, taken consistently, will lead to significant improvements in your sleep quality over time. Be patient and kind with yourself as you make these adjustments. I truly hope this video has given you a fresh perspective and some practical tools to help you reclaim your nights. I'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced waking up at 3 a.m.? What have you found helps you? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help so many others in our community. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable tips and insights on living your best life at every age. Remember, deep, restorative sleep is not a luxury. It's a fundamental pillar of health and happiness. You deserve to wake up feeling rested, revitalized, and ready to enjoy every moment. Live your best life at every age.